Hi guys, welcome back to the Humble Gamer channel. I'm the Humble Gamer and this is some more of the Dream Machine. Now last time we got into Alicia's dream, we found out that Alicia is the captain of the ship that is entirely crewed by victors. We did some stuff for the busboy, the bartender and the head servant, and we've been told that our next assignment, straight from the captain, which might get us promoted, which means we need to get promoted to get into the captain's office to speak to Alicia and find the tentacle that we can chop it down, or do something some damage to it to stop the Dream Machine attacking everybody. Is what we have to do now is we have to find a lost crew member whose best friend was the head servant who was down on deck 2. So we're just going to pop to the deck 2 balcony. Come on, Victor, we can do this. We can do this. Want to finish this chapter today. Talk to the head servant. I'm investigating the disappearance of Victor 11. I'd like to ask you a few questions about it if you don't mind. Shoot. How well did you know Victor 11? I knew him quite well, I guess. We shared cabins for the last couple of months. Which cabin would that be? Cabin 2, the one right next to yours. I'd like to check out where he lived. You wouldn't happen to have the key, would you? Strange as it might sound, I seem to have forgotten where I put it. Maybe you can do something for me to jog my memory. Like what? There's this guy down the kitchen, Victor 84. He's just a prep chef, but for some reason he thinks he's got the right to boss my waiters around. If you can find some way to teach that guy a lesson, I might be able to remember where I put the key. What type of lesson? Something that says don't mess with the wait staff. How do I do that? Frankly, I don't want to know. Alright, I'll do it. Great. Come back once it's done and I'll give you the key. When was the last time you saw him? Last night around 9 or 10. Where was that? In our cabin as I was coming back from a shift. He was just freshening up. Said he'd meet with somebody on the sun deck. Who? I don't know, but he seemed pretty antsy. Got himself perfumed to the gills, so naturally I thought he was seeing some skirt from the passenger section. You didn't ask? We're not allowed to consort with passengers, but if one of us does, I tend to look the other way. What happened next? I tried to cover his morning shift, thinking he was off on cloud 9, but when he didn't show up for lunch, I decided to suspect something was wrong. What did you do then? By then his absence had been noted by others. I didn't tell anyone about the meeting because I thought it would look bad on his permanent record. I see. Do you have any reason to believe he wanted to leave the ship? He mentioned that to me, and we were pretty close. Did he seem unhappy about something? I wouldn't say that. He seemed preoccupied lately, but definitely not unhappy. Preoccupied with what? I don't know, he never told me. Does he have any enemies on board? Why'd you ask? Do you think someone wanted to get rid of him? I'm just trying to be thorough. Can you make enemies on a sun deck? I don't know. Maybe he got smooth with somebody's wife? I suppose that's possible, but he always seemed so professional. That's all. See you later then. Right, I've got to go to the kitchens. Wherever the kitchens are. I could speak to the bartender as well, see if he knew anything about him. Number 3's well, the guy in number 3, Victor 4, I think he's asleep, so... I'm investigating the decisions for Victor 11. Mind if I ask you a few questions? So the captain's made you her little snitch, has she? What? No. I'm not a snitch. I'm just kidding, sport. Ask away. Tell me about Victor 11. How old do you know him? Well enough. We weren't bosom buddies or anything, but we got along fine. We had occasional turf disputes when a guest from the sun deck caused problems at the bar and vice versa. Nothing serious. Did he drink a lot? He came in for the occasional shot every now and then if he had a rough shift. I never saw him flat out drunk though. He drank on duty? That's commonplace aboard cruise ships. What else is there to do? Go dancing? Stay here long enough and you'll start doing it as well. Won't the passengers smell it on you? That's why they invented breath mint. And most of them are way more sauce than we are anyway. Do you have any problems I should know about? I mean, substance abuse? That's pretty rare amongst the service staff. They test us, you see. The guys down engineering, though, they're always high on something. And who can blame them, right? Did Victor 11 want to leave the ship? He fought hard to be promoted to sun deck service. Competition for top deck positions is fierce. There's no way he'd throw that away. Tell me about the section of experience. When was the last time you saw him? He came to the bar late last night. Stood just about where you're standing now. Had a few drinks to unwind after his shift. Did he talk to anyone at the bar? Said I had some passengers, but aside from that he was alone. Seemed like he was waiting for someone. Who? Don't know, nobody showed up. Did he drink enough to become impaired in any way? Could he have fallen overboard? That sounds unlikely to me. He walked straight as an arrow when he left. When was that? About 11 or 12. Was there anything else that seemed strange about him last night? Not that I recall. He just stood there, doodling around on a napkin. What did he draw? That might relate to what you're looking for. You can have it, but first there's something I need you to help me with. What now? Ever since I came on board, the captain's been asking me to make her a Bloody Mary. But because of rationing, some ingredients are nigh on impossible to get hold of. What do you want to do about it? Make me a Bloody Mary, and I'll give you the napkin. Sounds fair, I guess. Thanks. Means a lot to me. See you later. Right, what's a Bloody Mary? I can do this one here because I've got the book. Bloody Mary is right. It's the front one. Presidente. That's not what I want. Bloody Mary. 1 part of truth, 7 parts gin, tomato juice, hot sauce, lemon juice, and Worcestershire sauce. Well, I've got some of them. I haven't got all of them. Mind if I ask you some more questions? Ask away. I can't seem to find all the Bloody Mary ingredients. What are you trying to find? Tomato juice. That's a tricky one. Tomatoes are quite scarce since the rationing. And without the drink, it's just not bloody. The kitchen might still have a few if you're in luck. I didn't think of that. Thanks. That's a tricky one. If you don't put hot sauce in the Bloody Mary, most customers send it back complaining it's too mild. No substitute for that kind of treat. I'd like to report my findings. What have you found out so far? Victor Lemon had a meeting with somebody just before his disappearance. With who? I don't know. Try to find out. Whoever he was meeting might know more about his disappearance if he didn't cause it outright. I'll try, sir. Report the meeting to the captain. This is the best lead we've had so far. With that rapport, I've been told to promote you to assistant 3rd class. He wasn't drunk enough to fall overboard. I guess we can scratch that theory off the list then. I'll put your phone to the captain. I'll go to Sundeck. There we go. That must be where I started. This is the Sundeck. Vector alone went before he went missing. Looks pretty normal to me. Chairs, deck chair, there's only the deck chair. Nothing odd about the deck chair. Nothing odd about the deck chair. Is there anything odd about the deck chair? Nothing odd about the deck chair. Nothing odd about the deck chair. And I've got a parasol that I picked up in the last episode. So I've got to get to the kitchen somehow. There's nothing on the sun deck. Examine the mermaid. Decorative mermaid statuette. Use intercom. Call kitchen. Kitchen here. Who am I talking to? Prep Chef 84. Who are you? I'm Victor 6. I'm calling from the bar. What can I do for you, bartender? Need some hot sauce. Can you say up? We need that for cooking, mate. I wish you could help me out, but every once in a while the passion complains about the food being too bland. Also, we're in the middle of serving dinner, so if you don't mind, right. Send me some tomatoes, please. Working with limitations, just like you. I've already blown through this month's tomato ration, then that's your problem. You can't spread a single tomato, just need some juice for a drink. To tell you the truth, we haven't seen tomato in weeks. We started using surrogates at this point. I suggest you do the same. What can I use as tomato juice surrogate? Oh, any red liquid will probably just do fine. If you make the drink strong enough, these old bums won't notice. Thanks, I'll try that. Stop pressing the wait staff. Or else what? You'll regret it. It has to be a bit more convincing than that, I'm afraid. Try to locate Victor Lemon. You seen him down there? No, he hasn't been down in the kitchen. Nobody has seen him. Right, just asking. Gee, what now? We received a complaint. Oh boy, what's the problem? A customer said the soup was too cold. Is there something you can do about that? Sure, that's easy. Just send the dish down or put it in the blast furnace. Don't like anything smoking hot in mere seconds. Thanks. Of course! Of course! Of course! Use hot red soup! If I use the hot red soup, I can make a Bloody Mary. I better be honest. But it is useful. It's being really useful. It's being useful. God damn it. God damn it. Come on, game. I was thinking, I thought I'd solve something. Intercom. Received a complaint. Oh boy, what's the problem? Customer said the soup was too mild. Something you can do about that. Sure, that's easy. I'll put something in the dumbwaiter right away. Thanks. Okay, so I'm going to have to call the dumbwaiter again. Pick up some hot sauce. Brilliant, I've got the hot sauce. Now I just need tomatoes. God, I need to get a tomato. I need a tomato. I need a tomato or something red. into cabin 3. Come out and back in yet. Disappearance of Victor 11. I might have asked you a few questions. I was afraid this might happen. Why'd you say that? When I heard he was missing this morning, I got a bad feeling, like I knew something was wrong. Hearing the captain's order that an investigation confirms that. He hasn't just missed a shift anymore, he's gone. That's still to be decided. What do you know about his disappearance? What do you want to know? Tell me about him. How old do you know him? Hardly at all. I bumped into him once in a while when bussing tables on the sun deck, that's pretty much it. The problems I should know about it. His life was sunshine and butterflies until he went missing. If you know anything, you're more than welcome to contribute. I'm sorry, but the last guy I told went missing, so I'm a bit reluctant to confiding in others. Let me guess, you want me to do something for you first? Nothing like that. You don't gain someone's trust by submitting yourself as their own boy. Then how? Prove to me you don't think I'm crazy. Prove to me there's a conspiracy going on board and I'll reconsider trusting you. Did Victor 11 leave the ship, not before he knew what was going on board? What would that be? That's what I've been trying to figure out. Do you have any enemies on board? Given the circumstances, don't you think that's likely? He still might come back. Your optimism is touching. When was the last time you saw him? He came to me during a break and asked if he would be on my camera later that evening. He said he'd found something he wanted to show me. What did he want to show you? I don't know. He never turned up. What did you do on the night of his disappearance? I went to bed listening to the radio. Did you see or hear anything out of the ordinary? I thought I heard Ray's voice outside the cabin. I peeked through the door and to see what the fuss was all about. And it was just Victor 11 and the head servant, Victor 7. They were engaged in another one of their arguments. What about? I didn't listen, frankly. They didn't like each other, but they had to make the best of a bad situation. How did you find out he was missing? I thought it was strange he didn't show up last night. I thought I might have fallen asleep and missed him knocking. When they paged him over the PA system this morning, I got this sinking feeling in my stomach like I knew something was wrong. Did you report it? Just a feeling in his absence had already been noted. Particularly the head servant. Between you and me, I consider him too stupid to be a threat. What's his relationship with Victor 11? They didn't get along, butting heads, constantly butting heads. What did they argue about? Mainly small day-to-day things. Somebody used the other's aftershave or stepped on the other's bunk with his shoes on, that type of stuff. The bartender. Everyone knows he's a rubbish bartender. I don't know how he does it, but somehow he's managed to avoid demotions for quite some time. Why do you think that is? He's crafty. Back when he worked below deck, I heard he was suspected of framing a young cadet in order to take credit for his work. Nothing could be proved that the case was dropped. 2 months later he was promoted to head cabin services, but lately his luck seems to be running out. How come? He failed to deliver a drink order to the captain on more than one occasion. It's hard to blame that on somebody else. I guess he's run out of cadets to manipulate. Frames. Captain's aide, Victor 3. That guy wants a command position so badly he's waiting right outside the door. What's his relationship to Victor 11? They didn't socialise. The captain's aide is only interested in being friends with people above his station. And the captain. The things that go on board, I'm sure she's the only reason I'm still on this ship. She holds her guiding hand over me. What things would that be? There's something wrong with this place. Can't you feel it? Like what? I've said too much already. That's all. See you later then. So he was arguing with Victor 3. Not Victor 3, Victor 7. This guy. Have you taught that precious lesson? Yes, not yet. This is all just stuff we've heard before. But I know you were arguing. I know you were arguing. I know for a fact you were arguing. Right, I'm going to go and tell the captain's aide that anyway. See if I can help his promotion prospects. To report my findings. What have you found so far? Victor 11 had an argument with Victor 7 just before disappearing. Really? We knew they weren't fond of each other, but to hear they had an argument on the night of the disappearance is troubling news. I think I'll have to report this to the captain. Good work, apprentice. With that report, I've been told to promote you to the rank of assistant second class. That's all. Okay, so I'm autosave, so I'm apprentice second, so I'm assistant second class, so I'm making progress. Right, let's go talk to the engineering. The engineering department. Who am I talking to? Junior Electronic Engineer, Victor 178. Who are you? I'm Victor 6. I'm calling from the bar? What do you want, bartender? How's it going, guys? Well, I was sober about an hour ago, but things are starting to shape up. We're getting pretty baked down here. You should join us. Thanks, I'll consider it. Hello, I'm calling from the kitchen. Ah, is this like the stove cleaner? Yeah. Sorry, I totally forgot to order that. But I'll send something similar in the dumbwaiter. Sure, sounds good. I'll put it in the dumbwaiter then. So I'm going to put cleaning fluid in the Bloody Mary. Or something like that. Please tell me it's red. Pick up gasoline? I am confused. I am heartily confused. I need some red liquid. I need all the red liquid in the world. Oh, confused, confused, confused. Right, I've got to make a Bloody Mary. I've got to teach the kitchen a lesson. Pour some gasoline into this bowl. Oh, okay.
That splintering crash you heard was the sound of a penny dropping.
Okay, right. Call kitchen. Kitchen here. Hello, I'm calling from the restaurant. Gee, what now? We received a complaint. Oh boy, what's the problem? A customer said the soup was too cold. Something you can do about that? Sure, that's easy. Just send the dish down and put it in the blast furnace. Don't like anything smoking hot in mere seconds. Thanks. So I go and send them the gasoline. Right, okay. If I'm right. Use gasoline bowl with the dumbwaiter. Send to kitchen. I'm awaiting the explosion. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Fire emergency detected in prep kitchen. I have taught the preppy chef a lesson though. I heard the alarm. Was that you? Yeah. Holy shit, I thought you'd go down and slap him around, not set the entire kitchen on fire. You should have been more specific. You scare me, man. If I'd known what you'd do, I would have just given you the key up front. You could have killed somebody. So you remember where you put the key then? Yeah. Here. Take it. Scared the living bejesus out of him. I quite like. Do you remember? If you may remember, if you're sort of, if you've been around the channel for a while, if you go back and watch, check it in the description below. Check out Donald Dowell. I think it's episode 4, where I whacked someone over the head with a bottle of champagne to put them to sleep.
You sure it won't go straight to your head? Don't be so naive. I love champagne. I told you it might go straight to your head.
Just when I thought we were actually just going to, like, you know, get her drunk. Either way, let's enter the cabin. Let's see what we've got in here. So this is where Victor 11 lived. It's like a mirror image of cabin 1. But I can't check the thing that something is different. Examine the book. Judging by the book plate, this book belongs to the missing crew member. Might be important. Let's have a look at the book. Pleasure Cruise Manual, Safety and Service from the library of Victor 11. Introduction, yeah. New ships, existing ships, new members and operation issues. Yeah. Aha! Have a scalpel. Let's read the note. What is this? It's like an extortion note, but I can't make out of what it says. I made this didn't have time to assemble it completely. This wang couple now hat were your one is ouch. So I tried to use the scalpel on myself, that didn't work. Push button. Either way, maybe the other guy can make some sense of it in cabin 3. Maybe he can make sense of it. I'm going to push on a little bit further. This will be a longer episode, but I want to push on with this because I spent a lot of time getting I don't want to look through the porthole, just open the bloody door. Enter cabin 3. I did it correctly the first time, yay! Examine blood. Ouch. So I tried to use the scalpel on myself, that didn't work. Push. Bloody Mary! Vermouth, gin, blood, here tomato juice I guess, lemon juice, Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce. No, okay, to Bloody Mary. Right, let's see if he can make any sense of that. Better put all letters where they belong before showing it to somebody. They aren't where they belong. Letters seem to be loose. If I shove them around, what am I supposed to say? Ah! That's it. Every letter's in the right place. I can read the note now. Last warning, I know what you've done. I have proof. Give me what I want or face the consequences. Right. Was he blackmailing someone on board? Is this the reason he went missing? You, talk to me. Busboy, talk to me. This extortion letter ought to be proof of conspiracy. Somebody was being extorted? What makes you say that? I found this note among Victor Eleven's possessions. Show it to me. This is it. This is proof of conspiracy right here. Victor Eleven was a victim of blackmail. He couldn't pay or whatever they wanted from him, so they made him disappear. I think it's the other way round. Victor Eleven was the one doing the sorting. What makes you say that? The note was hidden among his possessions, but it wasn't assembled yet. I found it along with a scalpel and some cut-out letters. That doesn't prove anything. Why would someone give him an unreadable extortion letter? You're right, that sounds pretty far-fetched. Whom do you think this letter was intended for? I don't know, but I think I can trust you now. You know there's more going on aboard than meets the eye. What do you know about this extortion that was going on aboard? It's very troubling. I didn't know Victor Eleven was involved in something like this. It seems to have a character for him. Tell me about him. Are you sure he didn't have any problems? I should know about... Shortly before his disappearance, he came for me for advice. He said he'd found something significant that, if revealed, could really shake things up round here. What advice did you give him? I said go for it. It's about time somebody exposed what's going on here. Did he take up on your advice? No, he wanted to try to negotiate with the involved parties first. I guess that didn't go so well. You wouldn't have to know who the involved parties are, would you? I'm afraid not. You shouldn't have any enemies? That much is obvious. But who is it? This section isn't easy to get access to, being so close to the bridge. You think it's one of the top deck crew members? I'm afraid so. So that's a disappearance. Nothing new there. Crew members, nothing new there. That's all. See you later then. Right, so first of all, let's go give the Bloody Mary to the bartender, because then I can turn in everything to the aid at once. Hopefully get a promotion, and also hopefully get into the bloody bridge and speak to Alicia. So I want to do that. I want to do that in this episode. Might ask you some more questions. Ask away. That's all. See you later then. Where's the Bloody Mary? Tastes okay, but it's lacking in presentation. Am I going to have to put the bloody parasol? How does it fit perfectly? That's a fucking parasol! I know we're in a dream, but I've got a fucking deck-sized parasol! And I put it in a bloody glass, slightly lacking in texture, but overall I say it's a damn good Bloody Mary. Don't know if it's up to the captain's standards though. I guess there's only one way to find out. Send it up to the bridge and hope for the best. Will do. One Bloody Mary complete with umbrella. That should be far too large to fit in that glass. I know it's a dream, developers. I know it's a dream. Sent to the bridge. Sent that into the bridge yet? Yeah, I just did that. Great, now all you have to do is wait and see if she approves. Here's your reward. Pick up the napkin. Oh, he drew something on the napkin, didn't he? That's what I was looking for. .5 maggots, 2.9 maggots, 8B. I don't... I don't follow that, but maybe... Maybe the aide will know something. Maybe the aide will know something about that. Right, you. I'm going to report my findings. What did you find so far? Victor left an odd message at the bar before he went missing. Really? What did he say? Seems to have something to do with radio frequencies, but I don't know about the significance yet. Do you really think this has any bearing on the case? It might. Keep investigating then. Found an extortion letter. Really? That puts the investigation in a whole new light. This heavily implies foul play was involved. I'll have to report this to the captain right away. Great work. Assistant first class. That's my cabin. Isn't it? Isn't it? Is he just... Something's different about them. That's it! The radio is missing in cabin 2. I wonder if that could be significant. So there's no radio in cabin 2. Is that all I can do with that information at the moment? Do I have to say... Because I think I'll need to go and talk to... I just left the water running, fuck it. We're on an ocean, there's loads of water. Admittedly, it's all salty and full of crap from us, but still, there's water there. Right, you. I'll ask you some more questions. Not at all, killer. Why is the radio missing in your cabin? Is it? I hadn't noticed. I'm not much of a music lover. That was more of Victor Eleven's thing. You think he took the radio with him? It's possible. He was pretty precious about it. I saw him wandering on the deck with it once. He was waving it around like a dowsing wand. Why would he do that? At the time, I thought he was trying to get better reception on it. Being high up in the air, we don't always get clear signal. Tell me about this extortion note. Where did you find this? Amongst Victor 11 belongings. Have you seen it before? No idea. No, I had no idea he was involved in something like this. This explains a lot. Like what? Well, extortion's a dangerous business to be involved with. It's like he got mixed up in something he couldn't handle. Bit of a cautionary tale. If this guy would know stuff about... We can ask him about this. So I can't make head nor tails of it. I'll ask you a few questions. What do you want to know? About the missing radio. Why would he need to hide a radio? He didn't tell me. He didn't want to fall into the wrong hands. Why? I don't know. Where can I find it? He had a secret compartment under the sink in cabin 2. I believe he put the radio there. What's special about the radio? He said he tampered with the receiver. If you know how to listen, it can lead you to something big. Like what? Something he'd found that held some kind of significance. He never told me what it was. How does it work? He showed it to me a couple of days ago. I didn't think much of it. Only picks up this weird signal every once in a while. What kind of signal? Odd beeps, I guess. Nothing you can dance to. Only works sometimes. Seemed very flaky, but I didn't tell him. Seemed to think it would bring on the rapture or something. I just thought it was a piece of junk. Right, so find the radio under the secret. So there's a cabin underneath the sink in his thingy thing. Room is the word I'm looking for. Talk to who the hell are you? Who are you? Ah, Cadet Victor 9 at your service, sir. You're new on board? Sir, yes, sir. What are you doing here, On board, Cadet. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Forgot to call me sir. That's co-pilot. Thank you for correcting me, sir. I won't forget it again. No, you won't. No worries, it's an easy mistake to make. Thank you for being so understanding, sir. What are you doing here, Cadet? I'm guarding this door, sir. Why? What's going on in there? I can't say, sir. You don't know or you don't want to tell me? I don't know, sir. Guard the door and don't let anyone through is all he told me. But whatever they're doing is making an awful lot of noise. What's your previous assignment? I was a luggage clerk, sir. Don't know why I got this transfer, to be honest. Guess I must have done something right. When did you get here? Just a few minutes ago, sir. When I arrived at Captain, they reported for duty and got this assignment. Step aside, I need to go into Cabin 2. By the order of the Captain, you're not permitted into this cabin at the point in time, sir. I'm a superior officer. I order you to let me through. By orders of the Captain, you're not permitted to enter the cabin. Oh, shut up. Sounds like I need to get into Cabin 2. Oh, you do me a favour and step aside. By order of the Captain, you're not permitted to enter the... Oh, shut up. Who's in Cabin 2? I don't know, sir. 2 members from security. They're different badges from us, sir. I don't know how to read them. Wait a minute, sir. Yes? Have you met the captain? What's she like? I've heard all sides of stories. She only sleeps an hour a day. I have to go, cadet. Right. Sorry I bothered you, sir. I need to get into that door. I need to get into that door. No, I'm actually going to call this one here because there's going to be a lot of editing in this one because I've taken so long. So, thank you very much for watching. My next time I'm going to go and talk to the guy who thinks there's a conspiracy. Let's see if he can tell me how to get through security. So, thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, please do like and subscribe. Check out the game in the description below. Check out the rest of the plays if you're brand new to the channel. Check out my other puzzle games down below. You'll see Ghost of Donald Dowell, as I mentioned earlier. You'll see Event Zero, some other games as well. Check them out in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. I was me. That was the Dream Machine. Goodbye.
Anyway, enjoy your stay. Barker Manor. I like that. Pardon? That deafening noise covered everything, so I did not hear the last bit.